Welcome back, guys, to my series Road to Doom Eternal. Today I'll be playing Doom 3 as part 3 of my series, and also a follow-up to Doom 1 and 2. This was released in August 3rd of 2004 as a soft reboot or slash sequel of Doom 1 and 2. This wasn't 100% confirmed it was a sequel, but as today it's still seen as a slight reboot because it's kind of re-exploring the origin of the Hell invasion on Earth, on Mars and on Earth, and also the Doom guy. Anyways, this was very different to the first and second iteration of the series because this was basically released as a horror action game. Also, the graphics was completely remodeled. Like this is using the id Tech 4 engine, which was pretty damn great for the time that it came out, 2004. Obviously. Today I will be playing the Doom 3. And I'll be on the marine difficulty because I don't want to put myself through too much shit. Anyways, so this game was released on its own, and then after it had an expansion pack that included the Doom 3 Resurrection of Evil content, which was basically a follow-up of Doom 3, still going on Mars with a different character. Doom 3 was more horror, but Resurrection of Evil followed a more action-packed sequence. Still had horror. Jesus Christ, I forgot the word. It had horror elements, but it's strongly focused on fast-paced shooting. Still very similar to Doom 3. Obviously, this Doom 3 was more heavily focused on story and cutscenes. As you can see, Doom 1 and Doom 2 did not have any cutscenes at all. Only had like an ending credits scene and a little art here and there. But it wasn't, and it also wasn't focused on story that much. But Doom 3 was a big step forward, and also kind of backwards at the same time because it wasn't strong. It wasn't strongly approved by every Doom fan because there's still an element of this was too heavily focused on slow and like horror and not like fast-paced shooting. Like you can tell there's a difference in speed and pace. I'm gonna skip this. Why not? Can I skip this? I cannot. That's a big oof. But yeah, no. This was very different in pace because id Software saw that the horror genre was better for Doom. Obviously, it didn't work out as well, but it was still very successful for the game that it was. It was also Doom 3 was also re-released as part of the BFG edition, which I'm currently playing. I'm currently using to play Doom 3. The BFG edition was basically a re-release of Doom 1, 2, and 3, Resurrection of Evil, and also extra missions from Doom 3 called Lost Missions. Released in 2012 on Xbox 360 and on PS3, if I remember correctly. Also, and then, obviously, for obvious reasons, Doom 3 was re-released again on PS4 and Xbox One and Switch. Don't mind my vocabulary, I am all over the place today.
Welcome to Mars, Marine.
As you can see, this is much the engine that they used here is much more advanced and a very big step in graphical performance than the first and second one. They put a lot of time into it. You know, like the last Doom that came out was in 1994. So there was a 10-year gap between Doom 3 and Doom 2, you know. So obviously there was bound to be a huge difference between Doom 1 and Doom 2 and Doom 3. Anyways, this game also incorporated a lot of different things with the PDA, which I do not have access yet.
Welcome to Mars. First time?
Come on.
Just leave your bag there. I'll have it sent up your quarters.
I sincerely wish I could skip this. But yeah, they added a lot of different elements like the PDA that lets you see information and lore about and story about the facility and what's been going on Mars.
It's important.
And also lets you see the inventory that you have, like for example, different weapons that you acquire and their different capabilities.
It's just that way. Follow the signs.
Also, this game also demanded more cover and tactical shooting, I guess. It wasn't entirely pushed forward, you know, compared to Doom 2016 or Doom 1 and 2 in general.
I'm here.
This game was by all means not that bad. Honestly, it was really great. I love the story, but obviously there was missing a few little things. It was I liked that they added a horror into it, but I also missed the fast pace when I played this game. Like there was missing a little bit of the touch of the originals. Like it needed the original formula. And also the kind of new elements, you know, the new elements they added here, like the horror elements. Because I don't mind horror by all means. It's just that, you know, there's missing when you get armed with any type of weapon. You should be able, like by the time you get the shotgun, you should feel like you could push forward and actually shoot a bunch of demons to hell, you know.
These few accidents could have been avoided.
See, this was also Dr. Betruger, the guy that with one eye all fucked. That is basically the main antagonist. He's basically just a very sketchy or shady scientist that's researching on hell and its
Amazing things will happen.
strange properties.
You just wait.
He even says these amazing things. Let's go. Is a weenie, whatever. You know, that's a little sketchy. You know, like telling that to somebody that's supposed to, you know, investigate the facility, see if everything's fine or as planned.
Ah, someone new. It's always nice seeing new faces around here.
Yeah, man.
Hope you enjoy your stay.
Miller, hear about
Also, you can clearly tell
said he just
there's
lost
also, you know, voice acting. Obviously, you know, the story elements. If there's story, there's bound to be voice acting. And there's a little Easter egg for Doom 1 and 2 fans, and Doom 3, where there's an arcade machine. It says the game is Super Turbo Turkey Puncher 3. Basically, just implicates that it just implicates you to implicates you. It's basically the game consists you of punching a turkey, and as you can see the score up top. As you can see, this is the original graphics, Doom 1 and 2. This is the original fist and like this Doom guy face up there. Anyways, this is not that big of a deal. It was just a little Easter egg, you know. Anyways,
There's been more accidents in Delta.
Accidents? That's good.
accidents.
Is that what they're calling them?
No. All right, we go out.
Dr. Braddock.
You need to report to Sergeant Kelly ASAP.
I'm gonna go see Sergeant Kelly. He's gonna assign me a
Sweet
mission.
time, Marine. Now, here's the situation. Another member of the science team's gone missing. Since you're the ranking FNG, you get to find him. I want you to check out the old decommissioned comm facility. We heard he might be heading that way. The only way there is through the service passage under Mars City. I programmed this sentry to guide you to the
The
maintenance
Doom 3 on
elevator.
BFG edition
Follow the
and the
sentry
original
better
Doom
than
3
you
have
follow orders.
some significant little
Pick up the
differences.
gear at the security
For example,
checkpoint at the
how
bottom of the
the
elevator.
invasion starts and where you have to
When
go.
you find him,
Like the environments
bring
are a
him
little bit
back.
changed, but they're still
Do
the
not
same
hurt
story
him.
elements.
Now move out.
I guess the BFG edition they just added a few more elements to make it seem like it's a little bit different than the original. Because the original was released on the original Xbox, and you could play that on the 360 because there was backwards compatibility. I'm just gonna run ahead of this the sentry bot because he's too slow.
Volunteer at Delta Labs today. See your service branch director for more details.
I know exactly where to go.
Listen, buddy, you don't have clearance for this area. Move along. I can't help you here. Head
He
to
is
Marine
back.
Command. They
I
can
need to
help
wait for
you.
the sentry because he's too slow. Come on, little buddy. Oh shit, wait, he has
The
to go there.
UAC cares about the quality of life of its
Yeah,
employees.
I remember you have to go through
Please
here.
take advantage of our
Yeah.
quality medical care services.
Yeah, I'll show you the PDA, what it looked like. It's basically just a, you know, information gatherer. So you can see the personal welcome message. We'd like to take a brief moment of your time and welcome you to what we call our home away from home. I remember it was a thing. I think it was an email explaining the origin as to why he's here. No. Yeah, no, Sergeant Kelly explains that. It's basically the origin of the Marine, which was also explained in the NES version of Doom 1. It's basically the Marine here that we're playing struck a superior officer after being ordered to shoot civilians. So basically he was sent to Mars as a punishment, which I find kind of nice and comforting, and also
Welcome to the
see
dungeon,
that the Doom
Marine.
guy is actually,
Most
you know,
unexciting
a
place
human
on
with
Mars.
emotions and
I'm gonna need
knows
you to
what's
grab some armor
right
secure
and what's
your pistol
rational, you
before I
know.
can pass you through security.
So it's kind of nice to see a little
Okay, grab your
element of
gear.
that. You know, he's a badass, but also he's a badass with a heart. Like he actually gives a shit about other
Now
people
you're ready
and
for
not just
combat.
himself.
Let me do a radio test. MarsSec radio check. Excellent. Good signal. Looks like you've been assigned the decommissioned comm facility. Just follow
Open
the main
sesame!
passage to the underground junction, then straight out. You'll have a quick evac. And what better way to see the Martian surface than to run across it?
Oh,
Okay, you're all set.
don't know why, but
Keep in mind.
you know, I mentioned that
Don't get
you know,
excited.
Marine has a heart, but also, you know, like I don't. I always used to do that. Ever since I was a kid, when I used to play Doom 3, I always shot down the NPCs around. You scared the shit out of me. Don't scare that shit out of me like that. No, I don't fuck with that. No. There's armor shards over here. Anywho's moving on. Go through here.
Listen, Scotty, I've done this 1,000,000 times. It's not that hard.
Why don't you crawl your fat ass down here and do it yourself?
Because I'm getting paid to make sure you do it. Just finish the coupling so we can continue.
What? Hey, what the hell's going on up there?
Nothing. I killed your buddy. Also, the PDA, there's a little few other things that they added was
This is the audit.
security codes to cabinets. We just find the code. Wait, no, that's not it. No.
This is Grant Baston, your environmental services supervisor.
Come on.
Date is October 19th.
Basically, there's
Been
these
hearing
little
an
supply
alarming number of
closets that you can
reports
walk
on
around the
some,
map that gives you loot, ammo, or whatever.
Being on
Weapons.
another planet and working underground has always been a little spooky.
And
we
you can
always
only
have the
unlock them by
occasional
finding the
report
code
of
for them
strange
in the PDAs you pick up around
What is worrying me
the
is the fact
facility.
that the number of these reports are up by a lot. People are truly frightened. The rumors we're hearing about experiments from the Delta Complex are not helping. The power fluctuations aren't helping at all either. Having the lights flicker constantly and losing power for several minutes at a time is scaring everyone down here. I'm doing my best to keep people on track, but we're continually short-handed. Someone's reporting in sick almost every day.
Yep.
I'll keep my director apprised of the situation, and will continue to log reports as I get them.
Okay, never mind. I was on the right PDA, but I'll just leave it to it because I'm on a time crunch.
Jeez. You make a habit of sneaking up on people?
Yes.
Everyone's already on edge down here.
And also, the BFG edition introduced the independent not the independent flashlight, the flashlight that you can use with a gun. Yeah. Let me go. Let's go. It's the Mars surface, baby. It's kind of funny because this game has to do with like hell invasions, but man, the Mars surface looks like hell itself. I always found that kind of funny. Beep beep.
Marine, this is Sergeant Kelly. Need to double time it down. Search your
Yeah,
assigned area and
let me do my
authorize
thing.
back to Mars City. Out.
We're running.
Huh? No, please. You must let me get this communication out. They have to be warned while there is still time. I can't let... You don't know what I've seen. You can't possibly understand or comprehend.
The devil is real. I know. I built cracked his case.
I'm getting abnormal readings here. This is bad. We can't hold these levels. We're losing it!
You know, usually it'd be faster and just kill him before he gets possessed, but I wanted to show you guys what happens during the Hell Invasion. Ain't no one alive.
We're under attack by an unknown enemy force. Fall back to Marine HQ to regroup.
And basically, we can hear those transmissions you can currently hear right now constantly, which adds to a little horror element, I guess. Yellow.
Squad leaders, give sit rep. Over.
Command HQ, this is Bravo team. We've got 1 Marine down, 2 wounded. We are pinned down and outclassed.
It's always something that I was wondered is we never got possessed. Like what makes it so different from all of them, you know?
It's a mess.
Where's your gun?
Command HQ, attempting to secure the area.
Yeah, in the original Doom 3 you didn't have the attached flashlight over here. You had to like pull it out on your own, you know, manually. Which was somewhat of a pain, you know. Because it's like trying to like multitask while you're getting attacked by a bunch of fucking enemies. He's gonna go across.
Warning. Filtration arm in
This
motion.
is Command
You're gonna die anyways.
Directly to Marine headquarters and await further orders.
Come on. Almost there. Ow. Ow. Motherfucker. Piece of shit. See, there's like demons, souls, whatever, moving around all over the place. It's like, why aren't we getting possessed?
Someone please, help!
I'm gonna help you because I have a heart.
I'm getting out of here.
Run. Hello? The shotgun in this game was very special because it had kind of like a RNG like damage, if that makes sense. Like you'd shoot an enemy, no matter how close you are, it'd always be, the damage would be inconsistent. You never hit like either, you would always sometimes hit like a one shot, or like it'll take you a couple shots to kill the enemy, you know. So like it gets kind of weird with the shotgun. That's why the super shotgun in Resurrection Evil was much better. And that's also where we get the introduction for the imp. Fuck boy McGee over there. Yeah. I'm gonna power through them demons. Hello. That's That's right, bitch. See, like, I was right in front of that imp and did not kill him. Ow. Hey.
All units, this is Sergeant Kelly. We don't know what we're up against.
No.
Advise being on the assailant. Stock up on ammo, establish a stronghold, keep them at bay.
What?
Command HQ, this is Bravo team. We've got one man down and several wounded. We are incoming and vehicle on station.
Fuck you, ho.
Command HQ,
I ain't scared of you.
Team 2. The monorail track is destroyed. Unable to secure safe transportation back to base. Over.
Where the hell did you come from?
Fall back to the nearest station and
Fucking
set up a
spooky
CQ
man.
there. Out.
Hey, did I open the locker? Wait, I'm supposed to be able to open the locker. The heck? Aha! There you go. Yeah, what? Aha! I have done did it.
All units, this is Sergeant Kelly. Fall back to Marine HQ and await further orders.
Alright, well, I'm gonna end it there. I've talked enough about this game. I've explained it all. I didn't really play Doom Resurrection of Evil, but it's basically the same thing as Doom 3, just different story elements. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Next week will be Doom 2016, and then after that, on Friday, I will be streaming Doom Eternal all day. The series is coming to a close. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one. Like and subscribe, and I hope that you enjoy this content. And if you want more, you can go on my Twitch. It's the same one. It's the same name as my YouTube channel, which is Dilled Pickles. You'll see I stream a bunch of different games. Been doing Doom 2. I've also following my Road to Doom Eternal series there. So if ever you want more of that, you can go on my Twitch. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one.